Welcome, Tom No from Fifth Round here at Rain Training Center with Jake Ellenberger. There was some big news yesterday in your division. It kind of affects you just a little bit with Nick Diaz. What were your thoughts on that when you first saw that come out?
Yeah, that's surprising. I don't know what Nick Diaz was thinking. I mean, yeah, he got such a big opportunity in front of him, but he dug his own grave. Really, if you don't do the small things that are required, that's what happens.
Right. Obviously, he doesn't like doing the media stuff, and I can understand that. Being asked the same question 1,000 times by different people, but can you really justify that in any way? Because there was a lot of money at stake, and he's always been claiming that money is the thing that drives him the most.
No, listen, in this sport, I mean, it's mind-boggling. Like, people work their whole life to get to where he's at, to get a shot at a world title, and for you to not show up, or I don't know. I mean, if you had a legitimate reason, somebody passed away, or I don't understand. But he for some reason or another, he didn't feel like he had to show up, so he shouldn't he shouldn't get it, and that's what happened. I mean, I don't get it. It's he was in a position to fight for a world title, possibly make a lot of money. I mean, how about you win the title, Nick, and then you make a lot more money? I mean, he's always comes down to money. There's got to be some other reason why he didn't want this fight.
From a personal standpoint, though, it's not all too bad for you because, in essence, he came over from Strikeforce, leapfrogged pretty much everybody to get next dibs at the title. So from you yourself, it's not too bad for you, right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't hurt for me, for sure. I mean, now that Carlos Condit's in there, and he's definitely a top welterweight in the division. So. Yeah, for me, one fight at a time, and it's going to start next Saturday with Jake Shields.
Obviously, you're not fighting the champ in a pay-per-view, but you are headlining a major UFC event. Have you felt the added responsibilities of headlining a show?
A little bit. There's a lot more media attention and a lot more, obligations, but it's cool. That's part of our sport. It's part of what we do, and to be a professional athlete. So, I have no problem doing it.
Now, you face Jake Shields next week. He just lost his father recently. You guys had some animosity in the past, but you were the first person almost on Twitter to express your condolences to Shields and his family. How do you make? But at the end of the day, though, it is still a fight, and you need to win. How do you make sure you keep your edge?
Well, that was very unfortunate to hear him losing his father. It's sad, and I never like to. Mix personal life with business, but it was very sad to hear that. So, my condolences to Jake Shields and his family. But he wants to stay in the fight, and I know he's ready. So, I'm still going to fight him the same way. I'm sure he's obviously prepared and ready. That's why he's still taking the fight. But he's got a lot to go through right now. But yeah, we're still going to fight next Saturday and see who's the better welterweight.
At any point, were you concerned that he might pull out?
Yeah, it crossed my mind. I would understand, if he wanted to pull out because, your family's the most important thing in the world. There's nothing more important in this world than your family. So I would totally understand if he couldn't do it. But, he stayed in there. I respect that. He stayed in there and said, this is my job. I'm a fighter, and that's what he's going to do. So I respect that.
We've seen professional athletes in other sports come out and really succeed after their father passed away. Michael Jordan in '96 when his dad was murdered, and then Brett Favre came out on a Monday night and threw like 4 touchdowns or something. Are you expecting an inspired Jake Shields?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm expecting the best Jake Shields. He's going to come out. He's going to come after me. I mean, for what he's going through, it would do nothing but motivate me. So that's all I can expect from him.
He's coming off a title loss against champion George St. Pierre. If you were to beat him, where do you think that puts you now? It's kind of muddled up, understanding what happened yesterday, and then now BJ is kind of lingering in the air right now. Mm-hmm. But if you were to post an impressive victory over Shields, where do you think that would put you?
Yeah, no, I am gonna definitely get the victory. I don't know where it's gonna put me. I really don't. It doesn't really matter right now, and I really haven't thought any more ahead of next Saturday. So. This is really the fight this is the only fight right now that matters. So, this is my world title fight next Saturday.
I've noticed on Twitter that you have been going to King's MMA a lot. Usually when there's a wrestler versus wrestler matchup, it turns into like a striking battle. If you were to rate your stand-up game from when you first started this camp till now on a 1 to 10 scale, what were you before, and then what would you be right now?
That's tough to do. It's definitely gotten a lot better from coaching and just a lot of my training partners. Master Rafael is man. The guy's an amazing coach. He's really opened my mind up to just different techniques and offensively and defensively. I know I've gotten a much better. Even the guys that I've been sparring with, Andre Gita, some very high level Muay Thai fighters over there. It just gives me more confidence, going into this fight. But I don't think he wants to strike. I think he wants to take me down and do what he's good at, which and work his top game. But as far as a number, I don't know, but I know it's gotten significantly better.
That's Jake Ellenberger. Make sure to check him out next week. UFC Fight Night 25, Battle on the Bayou. I'm Tom No. Until next time.